Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the world. This is David Richardson. I am going to try to make a presentation to you now on Bitcoin and the phenomenon of Bitcoin and the boom of Bitcoin. It is changing the way we spend money. The first slide that we'd like to show you right now is on the screen is to teach you how to buy and sell digital currency. We're talking about buying and selling digital currency. Coinbase is the world's most popular way to buy and sell currency online. The only thing you really need to buy a currency is your email address, no name, no social security number. Nothing else is needed to identify you with your ownership of Bitcoin other than you having the Bitcoin in your persons or on your possessions. So what we're going to be just displaying now is the means to show you how to buy Bitcoin through Coinbase. And the other phenomenon with how you're going to make an extra money is to refer the coin, Bitcoin, to anyone that you choose to refer it to. You get paid from the referral process just as much often, depending on the number of referrals that you're going to have, as much as you have on the Bitcoin. So how to get started with Bitcoin, we're going to do that in just 1 minute. I want to cover 5 things to buy Bitcoin that we're going to be talking about, the URLs that we're going to be talking about with regards to you buying this Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about my Bitcoin info video. I wanted you to go to get the detailed information on the video form, explaining in detail what you need to know about Bitcoin and to show you how it is moved from one point to another one without any identity in doing so. The second thing we're going to be talking about is the Coinbase, where you buy the Bitcoin. You buy Bitcoin through Coinbase, as you see on this slide, showing you how popular Coinbase is. And then we want you to refer your Bitcoin to by other people. Refer it to other people. The more people you share it with or refer it to, the more money you're going to make out of Bitcoin in addition to the Bitcoin itself. Yep, you're going to make a referral fee, a very handsome referral fee through Coinbase after referring Bitcoin. And Bitcoinnect is the best, is a place where you want to enroll. Only thing you need to enroll is your email address. Your social security number is not needed, and will be assigned identification number from Bitcoinnect.com. And also, you want to get as much detailed information about other coins, so you want to go to coinmarketcap.com. It'll give you detailed data on Bitcoin and other coins as well. So that's coinmarketcap.com. Now, to get paid and have the money in your pocket, on your Bitcoin money in your pocket at all times, you want to visit and enroll at bigpay.com. Bigpay.com is a debit card that's issued to you through Bitcoinnect, and you're going to use your card to move money from one point to other. We're going to go through now the process of showing you how to do and how to get your hands and your life started in a new process with this boom of Bitcoin, which is the new currency on the globe. I'm suggesting that you hear this. This is the entire world. Your Bitcoin is exchanged throughout the entire world. There's no government in charge of Bitcoin. There's no one individual in charge of Bitcoin. You cannot control it. It is not controlled by any person or persons. All right, so let's go on with this process. Here we're going to be telling you how to buy Bitcoin. You notice they're using, if you to buy Bitcoin, you want to use your browser to buy the Bitcoin. There are 5 things that you need to know about buying the Bitcoin on there using a browser. That is the computer, iPads, and things of that nature. We'll also talk about you buying it through a mobile device. But let's talk about now this process of you buying a Bitcoin using your browser, the 5 steps. Go to the buy page, enter the amount of BITIC on your local currency that you wish to buy. Select the wallet you wish to have your funds deposited into, and select the desired payment method. And we recommend that you use the debit card process, and you're going to get that by going to bigpay.com, and to confirm your order is correctly ordered or fill out, and then you click buy Bitcoin. That's just those are the 5 steps, and you don't want to miss these 5 steps. So when you get ready to enroll, you want to come back and refer back to this process and make sure you write these steps down so that you make sure that you have enrolled properly. Now, the next process for getting a Bitcoin is using the mobile device, and this is an iOS and Android app, which is a mobile phone or mobile phones or mobile devices that you want to use to buy Bitcoin also. So now we're giving you 2 processes of whereby you can buy the Bitcoin, the use of a browser or computer, and also your mobile device. To do that with the mobile device, tap the menu icon near the top left screen and open the nav bar. Then select the buy button, enter the amount of the BTC or local currency that you wish to buy. Select the wallet that you wish to deposit the coin into. Select the desired payment method, which is the big pay, hopefully, because it's going to be convenient for you to do that. And number 6 is after reviewing your order, tap the buy button, and you will have your Bitcoin started. Okay, now for the next process here, we're recommending that you pay close attention to the video that you're going to access at my Bitcoin info video. My Bitcoin info video is going to give you detailed information as to how you want to move money from one point to another one. Now, one thing to bear in mind that you see on the screen, which is the Bitcoin. What is a Bitcoin? It is 100% of whatever you have in your hand. So whenever you want to invest or buy the Bitcoin, 100% of what you put in is in the Bitcoin. If you use $100 or $1, whatever amount you use, that's 100% of what you start with. And from that point on, it's going to exceed the 100% because it's going to grow, and your 100% is going to become 100% plus. And won't know what that is right now because we don't know how much you're going to use versus what the person that you refer is going to use. But it is a process of buying and selling information from one point to another. So make sure you go to the My Bitcoin info video and watch the information over and over again till you understand the process. Okay, Bitcoin is a lesson we're going to now talk about. You get in the lesson, excuse me, I hope my voice don't go. The lesson that we're going to give you from Bitcoin.com Academy. So make sure that you go to the Bitcoin.com Academy and watch the video, My Bitcoin Info video. It's going to give you the start of your process of using Bitcoin as a starting process. Here is how the Bitcoin will look. These are Bitcoin. As you see, all the pictures of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is an phenomenal. It is actually a coin that you own and a percentage of the coin. Now, Bitcoin right now, today is worth around $173 billion. Yep, Bitcoin is worth a value of 173 billion. So you're going to be participating in that value of the Bitcoin. A percentage of that 173 billion will become yours, and as it grows from 173 billion to 200 or 300 billion more than what it is today, you will have a part of that increase. Now, the Bitcoin referral process is what we're going to talk about. Also, you make sure that you refer the Bitcoin to other people because that's extra income. You get a percentage from Bitcoinnect for referring the Bitcoin to your mother, your father, your sister, brother, anyone else. And I started with the immediate family because you want them to go along with the process of becoming wealthy through the processes of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is changing the currency all over the entire world. It is actually changing the world's currency. The dollar bills in America and the other parts of the world where you use a different form of currency, it's going to change with the process of Bitcoin. We're anticipating over the next 3 years, for an example, Bitcoin will be worth $500,000 and it's going to continue to grow. Okay, to further think of Bitcoin as a digital cash sent or received through the internet. It is actually cash as in with not cash, but it's a form of cash sent through the internet. And you can get that information by going to the video. Make sure you pay attention to the video. I want to apologize again for my voice is changing. I don't have water to drink to keep it from going out. I hope I can finish this video. But make sure you think of the Bitcoin as a digital cash sent or received through the internet. Okay. Now, unlike traditional payments, Bitcoins are sent from one person to another without going through a bank or a middleman. So the example what you're showing on the screen is to show you how the man is sending money from the man to the woman, bypassing the bank. You don't need a bank. You don't need to know the person's name. You don't have no contact with the person or the other. Then you're sending the information through the process of using the internet to take monies from one hand to another hand, and in the process, your hand is going to increase with the value of what's being sent to you and what you send to others. Okay. Now, okay, excuse me for apologize for my voice. The major credit cards can be up to much as 6%. However, with a Bitcoin, no fees are charged to hurt the businesses or consumers using the Bitcoin. There's nothing charged on the Bitcoin. We're going to explain in a few minutes though about the miners. The miners is not something that's charged by Bitcoin other than if you need help in doing something. It's just like if you, whatever you need help and you want to pay someone to help you do it, that's what the miner does. But now there is no cost involved with the Bitcoin such as it is like a credit card or debit card where you have to pay a fee to have it. Even the Bitcoin credit card or when we go to the BigPay.com, that's not a charge there either. It's just your Bitcoin in the form of a card that you can use it. Now, I want to put a pin there because I am an accountant, and whatever you take out of the Bitcoin pay, the big pay coin, you're spending your Bitcoin monies, you will have to pay a tax if you're a citizen of the United States of America, in or out of America. You will have to pay tax on the monies that you take out. Other countries, I'm not going to get involved with that, but I am fiduciary telling you that you would have to pay tax on the monies that you use by using the BigPay.com debit card. Okay, so now Bitcoin Bitcoins are controlled by you and you alone. No one can ever prevent you from sending or receiving the Bitcoin. It is your monies that you're sending and receiving. If you send money to someone or someone send money to you, it's only controlled by you and you alone. And whoever tell you anything different really may not be telling you the best thing that you need to hear, because it's not controlled by any government, any local, foreign, no government, no one controls the Bitcoin other than you. Okay, so let's go on. Now, the Bitcoin network is always on and working in full capacity regardless of the time or the date. No one has control over Bitcoin. The network of Bitcoin is the coin itself, and it is always available to be sent, always available to be received at any time of the day, any day of the week, any month of the year. Bitcoin is alive and it's there to stay, and it's growing every day. And I would venture to say in the next 3 years, it's going to be worth alone 500,000 and maybe even more as it grows. The value is going to also increase. Now, the Bitcoin can be bought and sold from online exchanges using dollars, euro, and other forms of currency. So any form of currency can purchase a Bitcoin, because if you in one country and your form of currency is different than the other one, and you can send your currency to a country like say America, then you're going to use your currency to make the transfer, and the person who's receiving your currency is going to receive it in their currency. So regardless of however you transmit or exchange the Bitcoin, excuse me, it's going to be done in the form of that currency for wherever you are. Okay, let us go on. But again, make sure you go visit the video and make sure you pay attention to what the video is telling you. Okay, Bitcoin can also be purchased using a credit card. Yep, something as simple as a credit card can be used to buy the Bitcoin. So you shouldn't have no problem getting started in a Bitcoin or using the Bitcoin as a means of you changing your currency and increasing your net worth using the Bitcoin as a means to do so. Okay, Bitcoin is again, you notice I keep referring you to the video because that's where you're going to get the basic information from. The Bitcoin users can even swipe cash for Bitcoin or special ATMs or by using other over-the-counter services that match buyers with the verified nearby sellers. So when you go from one to other one, the video is going to explain this process of how to use your Bitcoin at the ATM, and you can get that information also in a detailed format from bitcoin.com. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the process, but also make sure you go to the video and get detailed information and understanding, because you can play the video over and over and over again until you get an understanding. And also there are other forms of knowledge that you can get with regard to the Bitcoin, but please do not refer it, because the more you refer it, the more you're going to get from it in terms of net worth in your pocket. Okay, so again, the Bitcoin can be stored on your iPhone, your smartphone, your computer, your iPad, or other mobile devices using a software called Bitcoin Wallet. Okay, you can get that, and you can also use a debit card called BigPay form of currency. So there's many avenues that you're gonna be able to take advantage of using getting your hand on the Bitcoin wallet. You can get the Bitcoin wallet through made up of millions of individuals using it like you and me. All the persons that are using this Bitcoin, the Bitcoin wallet, is sent and received as easy from the mobile phone. You can use your mobile phone, as you see in the picture on the screen, to actually transfer money from one point to the other one. It's a simple process, but make sure you watch the video and get the details as to how they get started with this process. Bitcoin network, as I said earlier, is made up of millions of individuals like you and me. Millions upon millions. And I would venture to say within the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, there are going to be billions of people using the Bitcoin, because the currency is changing. Nothing stays the same. Know where you are. The only thing that stays the same is God Himself. The Creator Himself stays the same. It said He never changes, but everything around Him changes because He created the entire world, whether you realize it or not. But everything around Him changed, with the exception of Him. So He does not change, but you and I change. And what this Bitcoin is changing the method of currency in the world. Bitcoin miners, that's what we are talking about earlier. The Bitcoin miner is a special user, a person that's used computing power to verify a source of Bitcoin transaction. And they are paid through a process of receiving a reward as a Bitcoin payment, and also may do other forms of payment. But again, that's only for someone that's helping you do something. And that's what the miners. Make sure you pay close attention to the miners on the video and get an understanding. And make sure you keep in mind that your whole process of doing this is to refer. The more referrals you make, the more Bitcoin value you're going to have. It's amazing because you're going to get double pay. You're going to get double reward. That is, you're going to get an increase in your net worth from the Bitcoin, and you also gonna get a reward from the referral. Your Bitcoin, let's use $100. If you use $100 to get your first Bitcoin, and you let it stay in one place for, say, 12 months, it's going to increase in value. So 12 months, you will have more than $100 in Bitcoin. Okay, and if you refer, say, 100 or say 1,000 people, then your value would be twice as much, because you would get a referral fee from referring the person to get Bitcoin, if you hear what I'm saying. So make sure that you bear in mind that what we're talking about is that you are making a referral during the process, but the miners are different, paid different by them their service. If they don't perform a service, then they're not paid one. Okay, now Bitcoin offers unprecedented convenience and financial freedom. Yep, financial freedom is what we are really talking about with this Bitcoin. And more people will have financial freedom. There won't be any reason for you to have to be denied of a loan from a bank because the banks are being excluded. The form of currency is now changing, and you are in control of your currency. You are in control of your currency. You don't have to wait for the bank to open. You don't have to go to the bank and make a deposit. All of the process is handled 100% by you. So make sure you understand that it's you in charge, and that's why we're recommending that you want to refer your parents, your great grandparents, the ones that are retired, all persons that you can refer. You want to refer them because you're going to be enhancing their network, and you also want to be enhancing your network. Nope, they'll not be paying you. You will be paid through the process of the Bitcoin. So make sure that you bear in mind what we're talking about. It's an unprecedented convenience and financial freedom for you and you alone. And bear that in mind. All right, so now again, we're going now to the Bitcoin.com. Now we're talking about you downloading the wallet, the Bitcoin wallet, where you actually are going to have a process to spend your Bitcoin money should you choose to do so. But your Bitcoin wallet is the equity, the value that you have in Bitcoin. So if you let's use $100 again, if you put the $100 in and let it stay in for 5 years, your wallet's going to increase in value. Your Bitcoin value is going to go up because you're constantly referring people to the Bitcoin. You're constantly rolling your money and loaning your money back into Bitcoin and increasing your net worth through the process. So your Bitcoin wallet is getting more valuable and valuable to you. So make sure you pay attention when you go to the Bitcoin Academy and download the Bitcoin wallet, simply using an email address to do so. All you need is your email address to associate you with Bitcoin. No name, no social security number, no other identification other than an email address, and that email address is your money. It's your enrollment for to get the Bitcoin. Watch the video, my Bitcoin info video.com, mybitcoininfovideo.com. Watch that, and you'll notice on the screen how your Bitcoin process is used. And well, just read the screen. You'll see for yourself when you also go to bitcoin.com, because they also give you videos as to how to start this process. Okay, so now go to bitcoin.com and notice the one over right now around 2 million Bitcoin wallets have been created. Bitcoins are created. Now, when I say, you see on the screen, it said 1 million, but this screen that you see here is about 4 months old. So we're talking about the whole world getting a Bitcoin wallet. So the process is increased. And when you go to Bitcoin, you'll see the process of how they increase it every day. Bitcoin wallets are established, created, that is, daily, and you will be a part of the process. Now we're always winding this down, but now make sure you pay close attention to the process of Bitcoin referral, the connection. Bitcoin referral connection with a quote, the quick line links about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin news delivered to you daily and weekly. Every day you can get information about enhancing your Bitcoin, and also on a weekly basis you can get that information about enhancing your Bitcoin. So make sure you pay attention to the information that we're showing on the screen. Now there is a CEO. I neglected to give you his name, the CEO of Bitcoin, but there is no owner of Bitcoin. There is no owner. I don't know if Roger started the Bitcoin. He doesn't say that he started it. He just was one of the first ones to invest in Bitcoin. And as one of the first investors in Bitcoin, you can imagine what Bitcoin having a value now, almost $200 billion, what the value of Roger's value really is. And I don't know if he would disclose that information, but just you do the figuring yourself. If the value of Bitcoin is around 200 billion, and he was one of the first investors. You can imagine right now that he is worth quite a bit of money. All right, so what? That's neither here nor there. But the information that you're going to get from referral is through the process of making money by referring this process, and the Bitcoin news is delivered to you daily and weekly. Now, without concluding this process now, this is the global payment process that I talked about earlier with the Big Pay, the BigPay.com. This is where you're going to actually use your mobile device as a payment instrument, and also having an actual physical plastic card in your pocket. And that's through the process of getting it through the BigPay.com. So BigPay.com is where you actually get your payment process, where you can pay bills, you can spend money, you can spend your Bitcoin. That's the process we're talking about. And your referral is in this connection with that, because the referral connection is how you get additional money in addition to the Bitcoin money. So now, in conclusion, at the end of this process, the Bitcoin referral is the key to the entire Bitcoin process. So make sure that you pay attention. Now, Nick didn't tell you a while ago, a few minutes ago, that there are 32 different countries that the Bitcoin is now in. Bitcoin is in 32 different countries, and it's growing. It's going to be exceed the globe. What I mean by that is all countries on the globe are going to use the Bitcoin, because they use now throughout 32 countries, and you hopefully will be a part of that. So the entire world is going to be using Bitcoin, and that's no fee. No fee. You can send it or receive it. Bitcoin always free. It's always going to be free, because no government, no individual, no one is in control of it. So there will never be a fee charge, because you and I will never find out, and don't want to know who is controlling it. It's just that every time you go to your BigPay.com, you're gonna get money, and you can spend the money on whatever you want to, take it out and put it into the bank if you want to, or whatever you want to do, but reinvest it in something else, buy real estate, or whatever you want to do with your money, because it is your money and yours alone. So now I'm going to conclude this now.